Good evening. We begin tonight with the president's historic and controversial visit to the Middle East. President Biden met twice with the man he called a pariah on the campaign trail, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And who could forget this fist bump? The president assured he pressed the Crown Prince on human rights abuses and the murder of U.S.-based Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. As you might remember, U.S. intelligence said Khashoggi's murder in a Saudi consulate in Turkey was approved by bin Salman. But at this summit, Mr. Biden's primary message was one of partnership. CBS's Ed O'Keefe has been traveling with the president. Ed, good evening.
Well, Adriana, good evening. President Biden's now on his way home after 4 days of Mideast meetings designed to do two things: reassert American leadership in this region and warn Iran not to go nuclear. President Biden spent his final day in the Middle East once again in the presence of Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The scene came a day after the two leaders greeted each other with a fist bump. A viral moment quickly beamed around the world. The president was a big draw at a regional conference of Gulf states hosted by the Crown Prince that included one-on-one time for Mr. Biden with the heads of Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, and the United Arab Emirates.
Let me state clearly that the United States is going to remain an active, engaged partner in the Middle East. We will not walk away and leave a vacuum to be filled by China, Russia, or Iran.
Iran especially has been a big focus of the visit. Early Saturday, the White House warned it's now backing Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine by providing armed drones. It released a satellite image purportedly showing armed drones at an airfield in northern Iran on June 8th, and what U.S. officials described as a Russian delegation transport on scene.
Iran does have a domestic production capability for drones, and these are lethal drones. We've seen them used in action against U.S. troops and U.S. facilities in Iraq and Syria. It's also an indication of the pressure that's being put on Mr. Putin's war machine, that he himself now has to turn to a country like Iran to resupply his own loss of drones in the war.
The Biden trip began with a new agreement between the U.S. and Israel to partner in stopping Iran's nuclear ambitions, even though Mr. Biden also wants to restart global negotiations with Iran over its nuclear program, something Israel strongly opposes. The president also announced new economic aid to the Palestinians, even though he admitted Israeli-Palestinian peace talks are a way off. And in Saudi, he announced a series of regional, economic, technological, and military agreements and squared off with the Crown Prince over human rights.
But Ed, one thing hanging over this summit so far away is the price at the pump here at home. Was the president able to convince the Saudis to increase oil output to help ease gas prices here?
He got no explicit assurance from the Saudis that they will do that, but they are scheduled to hold a meeting with other OPEC or oil-producing nations next month where they've signaled that they're likely to start boosting production, hopefully something that will help drive down prices even more. But the issue of gas prices and inflation, of course, is one big issue waiting for the president when he gets home. Adriana?
All right, Ed, thanks so much.